Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going on to game number 4 here in this quarterfinal match between eOnzErG and NeMu. And what crazy games we've had so far, Elegant.
Yeah, we have. It's been all over the place. We've seen a wide range of things go right and go wrong for both of these guys. I expect this game to be absolutely no different. I'm coming to expect something off, kind of off kilter or crazy to happen in each of these games. So yeah, really looking forward to this game 4.
Indeed, and the map is going to be New Sniper Ridge, which it's a fairly standard 4-player map. I don't think it has any particularly notable features for TVZ. I mean, the natural, as most naturals are nowadays, is pretty easy to mute or harass. But
Yeah.
Otherwise, pretty normal map.
There's a little bit of it's far more prevalent in ZVP, but there is a little bit more of a problem with lurker contains. I mean, it's slightly offset by the fact that there's that second ramp which now leads up to the third base, which wasn't there originally. But I still think it can be a little bit of a danger in TVZ and something to be aware of.
Yeah, well, I mean, Terrans have siege tanks, so it's like...
That's true. That's true.
I wish Protoss had siege tanks.
Well, don't we all? You know, hey, that's what mind control's there for.
That's an excellent point, Elegant.
Yeah, there's nothing
If
you
you want
can't
siege tanks, you're welcome to actually just make them.
Go for it. Just mind control. Easy.
I hope NeMu plays a Terran at some point or something. I can make him go Protoss and do that. I'll not only tell him what race to play, I'll tell him what strategy to do.
Oh,
go Royal Stove and do a siege tank recall.
You're power mad, Sale. Power mad.
If anyone doesn't know what the Stove is, by the way, it is actually the most manly build in existence.
It is. No, seriously.
You should go look it up in the Brood War strategy section.
Yeah. If you fancy using scouts at some point, then go for it. Scouts are awesome. The Stove is awesome. Go and check it out.
All right, but unfortunately, there's no chance of seeing that in this game because it's going to be another ZVT.
Yep.
Game number 4. Are you ready, Elegant?
I'm absolutely ready.
Here we go. Alright, at the top right, as the purple Zerg, we have IFU eOnzErG. And at the bottom left, sorry, bottom right, excuse me, as the brown Terran, we have a NeMu Bag.
Oh, Sale, you skipped one too many days in kindergarten, I think.
Oh.
Which side is which?
Dude, just the other day, I was like talking to one of my colleagues at work, and I said, I don't know what we're talking about, but I ended up saying like there's 356 days in a year. I was like, and then after I said it, I was like, wait a minute.
Oh no, did he say anything?
Yo. What?
Did he say anything? Did he
Well,
mention?
I corrected myself almost immediately, so.
Oh, good.
But he did heckle me a bit, yeah.
Yeah, no, I bet he would. That's basic knowledge. I mean, you inform me of the fact that missile turrets have a little guy in them, but you don't know how many days there are in a year. Your knowledge is seriously
Hey man, like who needs look. The calendar on my computer tells me what day it is every day, alright? But
true.
it doesn't tell me anything about Brood War. I have to go figure that out for myself.
Yeah, well, it's true. In this modern age, you're an enlightened guy, and the needs of the modern man are very, very different. No longer do you have to know what day it is or anything like that, because you've got a computer that tells you all these things.
Oh man, we got a 9-pool.
Oh, we do?
Uh-oh. Oh, he's getting
9-pool
speed too.
Here
Oh
it is.
no! Oh
Eon breaking out the moderately cheesy stuff once again. It looks like he's going to go for another... Okay, it's just a gas trick.
no! Oh, he's not going for
Down.
speed. Okay, that's interesting.
It's just a gas trick.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
so he's not
yeah.
going, full South Park mode and getting speed with it. He's just going for 9-pool, and then gonna make some lings, but then just gonna follow up with an expansion, presumably. I don't think this is actually going to be an all-in ling. It's just going to be some very aggressive early lings, kind of slow down the Terran expansion, maybe try and pick off some SCVs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. It's not going to be anything too major, if it's going to be anything major.
NeMu's
Sorry, go
not
on.
doing the double SCV scout like he did last game.
Ah.
Oh man, NeMu completely out-metagamed here by eOnzErG.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I mean,
he's doing the second one now.
Okay, second one goes out now. Now that he knows he wasn't scouting first time, so he's now guaranteed to scout second time lucky.
Ooh,
Okay, so
this early drone, by the way, is very indicative of early ling pressure. If I was NeMu, I'd actually just put 2 SCVs on the ramp right now.
Looks like he's planning to do exactly
Yep.
that. We have a second SCV coming out, so NeMu being just as wise as our great Mr. Sale right here, pulling out an extra SCV, one of them running a little bit too far ahead. Oh, interesting. He's going to try and get the bunker down, but I don't know if that's going to be finished in time for these links to arrive. This is a really, really risky move. NeMu, are you sure you know what you're doing with this? Because this is a little bit dodgy. We have more SCVs coming out. They should be able to block the time. It looks like this bunker is going to be timed actually very well. It might just work out. The Marine might get pulled, and
Get to
Marine is
the
a little bit trouble as well.
bunker!
It's the SCVs have to block. The SCVs are blocking. It looks like NeMu is going to be okay. Now it's going to be a little bit of a micro battle. Oh my goodness, it actually lets two of the lings through. And loses one of his Marines and loses his final Marine. We've got one more popping out of the barracks. Will that be able to get into the bunker? It looks like yes, it will. Just getting away with it there.
Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe he actually just went for that bunker on the low ground. I thought for sure he just, block the ramp with 2 or 3 SCVs and just hold that. But pretty ballsy there, and he lost a couple of Marines, but it wasn't too bad. He lost some mining time, lost a couple of Marines. His economy is still definitely better than the Zergs, and it looks like eOnzErG is going to follow up with 2-hatch, presumably 2-hatch muted once again. I mean, we saw how well that worked for him last game, so this could be pretty interesting here. Although I think it's not quite as good on this map. The choke here at the NATO is, well, it's still pretty wide here. I think it's maybe a couple of hexes narrower than on ground zero, and yeah, I think I
think so.
I don't know, looking at the architecture of the base, it still could be quite good.
Yeah, it could be. Well, I guess we'll see, but I think it still could work. But it looks like we have a big attack coming in right now from NeMu. He's definitely going to be able to do something good with this simply because I don't think eOnzErG really has a clue about it.
Goodness, how many SCVs did he pull?
I
completely wasn't paying attention. What the hell?
He's pulled at least half of his SCVs. He's
Oh
pulled at
my
least
God.
7 or 8 SCVs right there, and they're all in a big stack, and they're going to be able to take their way all the way to the natural hatchery. This is seriously bad for eOnzErG, but fortunately for him, a couple of lings popping out right on top of one of the Marines, so he's able to grab one of the Marines for free. If he can take down these Marines, then it's going to be nice for him. He's going to be able to take down a lot of SCVs, but I don't think he's going to be able to. That creep colony is going to be very easily dealt with Marines, and SCVs, of course, making quite a present combination.
NeMu is so amazing. What a hero here. Oh, you're gonna 9-pull me? I guess I'll just respond by pulling all of my SCVs. Oh, and he kills the Sunken with the SCVs as well. Okay, he didn't pull all of them, but pulling half his SCVs is no joke either here. We can see he's only got about 1 per patch remaining, and 3 more Marines being rallied. I don't know why all 3 were there. Maybe he forgot to rally forward, but another Sunken is going down. I don't actually know if that's in range of the bunker, though. It doesn't seem like it would be in range of the bunker.
Actually, although Sunkens do have a deceptively long range, they actually really do, but it looks like the link speed kicks in and he might be able to surround the bunker. No, looks like he's going to do a direct run by on the bunker, and this could actually be really worrying because NeMu is going to have very little at home. At the most, he's going to have 3 or so Marines. He has a couple of SCVs pulling back now, one of them extremely damaged, and at this time, NeMu decides he's going to go in with the SCVs as well, but the Sunken colony finishes. Will he be able to kill the Sunken colony? No, he won't. He's going to have to pull back with his Marines, and he is in serious trouble back at home as well. He's having to pull all of his SCVs off to the front. This is yet another crazy game. eOnzErG might be able to get the bunker. The repair is not in time. Marines are going to go down. Now the SCV is going to start going down as well. It looks like he is going to block well enough though, and most of those lings are going to be dying. However, in the meantime, it looks like that Sunken is just in range at the other side of the map.
Okay, diagonals and Broodor are stupid. Like, look at this range. That doesn't even make sense. But I think wasn't there one of the devs made an article about like how diagonals work in Broodor? It makes absolutely no sense. And Sunkens can have stupidly long range, as you can see here. Just like how does that actually hit this? That's not even fair.
Yeah, I actually noticed this for the first time the other day when I was playing, and I was just like, wow, that's ridiculous. So I kind of had an inkling that this time it was going to be equally as ridiculous, and Sunken was going to have no trouble. So unlucky for NeMu though, that's not in range of the hatchery. It's in range of the eggs, but not the hatchery. That's a bit crazy.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to abandon it now. And the Spire is almost done, and he's got so few Marines. He's got 2 Firebats and 2 Medics. He needs to make some more Marines, so he's got no Engineering Bay to build turrets. He's got 4 guys on his gas. I think that might be a mistake. I'm not actually sure. Because 4 guys on gas does give you slightly more gas
he's
than
pulled
3.
one now.
Okay, so I guess that is a mistake. Pulling his 4 SCVs back now as well. And I'm not actually sure who got out better of that. I like eOnzErG's position with his mutants coming out. I think he has the potential to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think Eon's come out on top of this. I mean, NeMu's still able to pull a fair few SCVs back, so his economy's going to get a little bit of a shot in the arm that it badly needs right now. But this engineering bay is seriously late, and these mutas, or the first mutas rather, are almost out now. So he might be able to prevent any missile turrets from going up. The Marine count, of course, incredibly low so far. Only 4 Marines. However, those 2 Firebats on the ramp should be enough to hold out against a fair number of lings, if needs be.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty big differences between the game situation right now compared to last game. You know, there's 2 fire bats out, there's 2 medics gaining energy. Crucially, last game they wasted all their energy healing SCVs, and eOnzErG not paying attention, taking a couple of fire bat hits here. However, contrary to last game, also there's no second command center here. So you know, even if eOnzErG doesn't go completely all in off the 2 hatch, he can still kind of, you know, do a lot of damage and play for a longer game as well, because the Terran is still in the 1 base economy completely. But this is still going to be very interesting. Looks like the 2 fire bats are in the bunker right now. He might want to put 1 marine in there as well, so the mutas can't just like get a free ride. But looks like, yeah, this is going to be still very, very tense here. I'm actually not sure who's ahead.
No, I don't know either. Now the timing's really come to bear. I don't think Eon has the lead I thought he had. I mean, these mutas, they're not going to be able to do too much. NeMu's managed to build up a decent number of marines. Although, just because of the expansion capabilities, I'm going to have to say eOnzErG, because I think he's going to have a much easier time keeping NeMu at home than NeMu's going to have of being able to do any real damage to eOnzErG's timing.
Yeah, and it looks like doing some nice muta micro here, you know, forcing a couple of stims off the Marines, but not really taking any damage. His lings are still kind of semi-containing the Terran player here. And it looks like Marine range is just about to finish, though, so that's going to make the Marines a lot more effective against the mutas. Meanwhile, it looks like we do see a 3rd hatchery at the at the natural there. It's a very interesting placement. He's kind of like making it as if he's blocking like a vulture run by or something like that, but I don't see any way that there could be vultures on the field at all. I mean, that would be pretty random if NeMu just built a factory on the map, although I wouldn't put it past NeMu, to be honest.
Oh, and it looks like eOnzErG's actually going for the run by. Could this be a similar mistake as we saw in Game 2? Just maybe getting a little bit overconfident there, but he is able to take care of that 1 missile turret, which crucially was covering the barracks, so this may actually work out fairly well for him. It looks like he's going to be able to take down that bunker as well, which again was another important covering structure, and this actually allows eOnzErG a pretty decent inroads towards NeMu's main and further in, and I think that might have actually been a decent enough trade in the end for eOnzErG.
Yeah, I mean, the Lings did almost nothing, but there was a mistake by NeMu to let that bunker go down so easily. He only had a couple of firebats in there while the mutas were attacking it. Yeah. So that was definitely a waste there. And now that the bunker's gone, he's kind of being forced back to behind his barracks instead of being able to hold his ramp, as he kind of was before with that bunker there. And that's allowing these mutas to kind of harass the barracks as well, which is definitely bad here. Man, the barracks are actually taking a lot of damage here. It looks like eOnzErG's just with amazingly good muta micros. Actually, just as I say that, taking some damage, but I think he's still ahead in supply. Yep, 42 supply for eOnzErG against 37 for the Terran player.
Yeah, losing 2 Mutalisks right there, but apart from that, really nice micro showcase so far from eOnzErG to keep these Mutalisks alive and keep them doing damage. And NeMu's really going to be feeling trapped now. I'm surprised that eOnzErG isn't finding the time yet to throw down a 3rd base. I think it would be around about the time, and yes, lo and behold, just as I said, it looks like he's sending out a drone, possibly goes to the front of his natural, but no further. No, it looks like that's going to wait a little bit longer, but still no 3rd from eOnzErG, so I think he's just going to try and really hit hard with this and keep NeMu contained for as long as he possibly can. And I think he can do this for quite a while, because as we can see, that marine count is taking a long time to build up, especially given that he's having to continue to pump minerals into preparing those barracks constantly.
Well, I mean, if he's keeping the Terran on 1 base, he doesn't even technically need to get a 3rd necessarily. You know, economy-wise, they're basically even anyway. Well, obviously depending on the worker count. And yeah, just doing a fantastic job with these mutas, just being so annoying here, constantly taking damage off the barracks. He might even get this barracks actually if the repair doesn't come down soon. But losing another muta there. But he does already have the hydrogen, as we saw. Let's see, looks like Lurker Tech is over halfway done now. Nice. And when that comes out, that's going to be quite difficult then for NeMu to deal with. And man, amazing muta control.
The marine count is getting dangerously low, and it looks like the nukes are going to be able to go in there and finish off the marines. And this is seriously bad. One of the barracks is going to have to lift off. And 28 supply right now for NeMu. Look at this, compared to the 42 of eOnzErG, and this is where it's going to start to get BM, guys.
What?
Yeah.
I believe, what? What? That's so random. Why do you even say that? By the way, is this natural hatchery 1 hex too far from the gas? I just noticed that. I kind of noticed it earlier and wasn't sure. But I think it's definitely too far from the gas.
Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's nice.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, because eOnzErG has 700 gas in the bank, and he's winning. So that just proves that it doesn't matter where you put your hatchery. He still come out smelling of roses, because you know what? You have Mutalisks, and that's what counts, guys. and is continuing to make those Mutalisks useful. He's going to continue darting in, and he's able to do so much damage with these so far, and it's not showing any signs of relenting. We have Lurkers morphing actually pretty much in NeMu's natural right now. NeMu still with literally no map presence whatsoever is in just a horrible position, and there are right now 6 Lurkers coming up the ramp, and I think this might actually be it for the Bulgarian random player who has come so far in this tournament. eOnzErG is just starting to really tighten the noose in this final game, possibly this final game rather, and NeMu's going to have to do something big in terms of micro to really be able to deal with this, but that is too many Lurkers. The barracks are completely under siege. One of them is definitely going to go down, possibly 2 of them, and this is just such an incredibly rough spot. NeMu is defending right to the hilt here, but I don't know if he's going to even have enough units to do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's more Lurkers than Marines at this point, so that's not gonna work.
GG!
Well played, and not leaving the game. Your cheese is better than Michael's! Whoa, NeMu BM to the end. Even in defeat, he needs to BM somebody.
Is that BM?
Well,
is BM towards Michael or
maybe,
something?
yeah.
I don't know. He's calling eOnzErG a cheeser and saying that Michael isn't that good.
Exactly,
in one
it's the
swoop.
double BM.
Wow. He just keeps it coming.
Yeah, and the thing is, he can't directly tell eOnzErG that eOnzErG's bad because he just got beaten, right? So he's going to be like, well, Michael's not very good.
Yeah, and he
Even
was
though
like,
he
and
also
your
beat
methods
me.
aren't amazing.
Yeah, dude, wait, Michael's Lurker Slow Drop beat NeMu anyway, so like, what is he even talking about?
I don't even know. Oh well. I guess it was just the nearest BM thing that he had to hand. I doubt he makes notes beforehand. I mean, I think he just kind of takes it as it comes.
He had
But
like
NeMu,
he had one
yep,
BM
he
plan
cracked
for
it
if
up.
he won and one for if he lost. It's like the Oscars award.
Yeah.
It's like or wait, yeah. Well, he basically had like a victory speech and a defeat speech.
Yeah. It's important, and that was his defeat speech. So he goes out on those words, and eOnzErG will be advancing through into the next round. So we have another Zerg going through, and it's scary times for our racial equality right now.
Well, it's alright, because next is going to be DeWalt versus Zeke. And, I don't know, Elegant, do you believe? Do you have faith? Oh, that's a no. That is a definite no right there. Oh, man. Look at this guy. Claims he's a huge Protoss fan and doesn't even believe that DeWalt can go through.
I'm a huge Protoss fan. Don't you be throwing that at me, Sale. Don't you question my motives. But I just think Zeke's so good. I'm praying for DeWalt right here. I want DeWalt to take this, but I can't root against Zeke. Not a single bit of me believes that's possible.
I don't know, man. I don't know. DeWalt's been on a tear. I mean, he's killed True Touch, eOnzErG, and Vodi, I think, in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also undefeated in the main TLS. He went 2-0 in both the group stages. So
I want to be
darn
one over.
good.
I want to be one over here. I want these next games. I want them to be exciting. I want them to be perfect realizations of what PvZ should be. And once again, crucially, I want Zeke to play well just so that DeWalt is beating a worthy opponent.
That is a very good point, actually. Yeah, he was looking a bit shaky before, but
yeah.
Let's see if he's on form. We're going to bring you guys the next series after the break.
Be hyped.